All right, welcome back to the class. Okay, so this is the square root of x, or root x plus y is equal to 7. This is x plus root y is equal to 11. Okay, and let's call this equation 1. Let's call this equation 2. Okay, now let's subtract equation 2 from equation 1. Okay, so you're going to have okay, so this will give us root x plus y minus x minus root y is equal to minus 4. Okay, so this is what you are going to have. And here we are going to group the roots at one side. Okay, so you're going to have root x minus root y. Okay, so this is what you're going to have. Now let's rewrite this y and x in another form. Okay, so we can have root x minus root y minus, okay, x minus y is equal to minus 4. Okay, so we have manipulated this part of the equation. Okay, now we know that a is the same as root a all squared. Do you get me? Therefore, x is the same as root x all squared. Okay, and then y is equal to root y all squared. Do you get me? Now let's apply this concept here. Okay, so you're going to have root x minus root y minus, so in place of x you have root x all squared. In place of y you have root y all squared is equal to minus 4. Okay, it's equal to minus 4. Okay, now this expression here follows difference of two squares, because you are having a squared minus b squared. We can write this as a plus b, a minus b. Okay, so let's apply this concept here. Okay, so you're going to have root x minus root y minus root x plus root y root x minus root y is equal to minus 4. Can you see that? So you can see we have carefully applied the concept of difference of two squares. Okay, so here we are going to factorize, because we have this here and we have this here. Okay, so you're going to have root x minus root y and have 1 minus, okay, root x plus root y. So can you see that? Okay, now the equation becomes, okay, okay, so this is the equation now. Do you get me? Now, here we are going to multiply through by minus 1, so that here becomes positive. Okay, so you multiply through by minus 1. So you're multiplying through by minus 1. So you have root x minus root y, 1 minus root x minus root y. Okay, equal to minus 4. Do you get me? Can you see that? All right, so the minus 1 is multiplying through the entire equation. Okay, so this minus 1 is going to multiply this part, which is the left part, and then multiply the right part as well. Do you get me? So as you can see, here is minus. So after multiplying, it becomes positive. Okay, so we're going to have minus 1 multiplying root x, okay, minus root y, okay, equal to minus 4 minus 1 by minus 4. Can you see that? Can you see that? So you're going to have, all right, so let's continue. So I've rewritten it here. Okay, now so we can rewrite this form of the equation in another way. Okay, so we can say minus 1 multiplying root x minus root y, okay, and have 1 minus root x minus root y is equal to this by this gives us 4. Okay, now this is multiplying this and this. Okay, so I can still rewrite this expression here in another form. Okay, I can bring the minus 1 in the middle. So I can write root x minus root y, okay, multiplying minus 1, okay, and then multiplying, okay, 1 minus root x minus root y is equal to 4. Okay, so we are going to have root x minus root y. So here we're going to have minus 1 multiplying this whole thing. Okay, so minus 1 by this will give us minus 1. By this will give us plus root of x. By this will give us plus root of y. Okay, is equal to 4. Okay, can you see that? All right. Now, let's rewrite this, the terms of this expression here well. Okay, so you're going to have root x minus root y and have root x plus root y minus 1 is equal to 4. Do you get me? All right. All right, so let's continue. Okay, so we're going to have root x minus root y multiplying root x plus root y minus 1 is equal to, now 4 is the same as 4 times 1. Do you get me? Now let's apply, or let's compare both sides of the equation. Okay, so by comparing, we can say this part is equal to this part, and then this part is equal to this part. Okay, so we can say root x minus root y is equal to 4. Do you get me? Let's call this equation 3, and then say root x plus root y is equal to, root x plus root y minus 1 is equal to 1. Okay, so this will give us root x plus root y, okay, is equal to this minus 1 will cross. Okay, this minus 1 is going to cross here, so you're going to have 1 plus 1. So you're going to have root x plus root y is equal to 2. So let's call this equation 4. Okay, so now we have equation 3, and then we have equation 4. Okay, so let's group them. So equation 3 is root x minus root y is equal to 4. Okay, and then equation 4 is root x plus root y is equal to 2. Do you get me? Now let's use the elimination methods to eliminate y. Okay, so we're going to add both equations. Okay, so when you add this and this, you're going to have 2 root x. This and this will be 0. So you're going to have this and this giving us 6. So you have 2 root x is equal to 6. Okay, so divide here by 2, divide here by 2. So 2 goes here 3. So you have the square root of x is equal to 3. Now we are looking for x, so we square this side, and then we square this side. So this square cancels this root, so you have x is equal to 9. Okay, now that we know the value of x being equal to 9, now let's put the value of x, which is equal to 9, to equation 1. Okay, so let's see equation 1. Alright, so I have rewritten equation 1 here. So equation 1 is the main equation, the question itself. So this is equation 1 and equation 2. Okay, I wrote this in the beginning of the process. Okay, now we know we have already solved and we have x as 9. Okay, x is now 9. So we can put the value of x, which is 9, in either equation 1 or 2. Okay, so you can say put x is equal to 9 into equation 1. Okay, so this is equation 1. Okay, so you're going to have root of 9 plus y is equal to 7. Okay, so you're going to have root of 9 is 3 plus y is equal to 7. So y is equal to 7 minus 3. Y is equal to 4. So you can see now y is equal to 4. So now we know the value for x and y. So we can conclude by saying x and y is equal to 9 and then 4. Okay,